Yo, Elliot. Got a question here from Brandon DJX. He's 17 years old. He's been training for about 9 months. He wants to bulk up for the winter and slim down for the summer. He works 5 days a week, and he's 17 years old, blah, blah, blah. Point is that he's not sure how he should go bulking for the winter and then slimming for the summer. I'll tell you what, I would never really do a bulk per se ever again, especially if you're trying to be lean for the summer. To do it in the winter, I think is too close, depending on how much body fat you're gonna tend to gain. See, I've bulked for years on end, and it didn't really occur to me what it takes. I mean, if you look at my body fat, but I don't even know what my body fat percentage is right now. I don't know if you can see me looking at my underwear. This is not going away that easily, right? I'm doing all the right things. It's going away, but it's taking time. If you start bulking in the winter, like that means like December, right? You start bulking during the winter, so you got December, January, February, March, let's say you go 4 months of bulking. Now you really have April, May, June. You have like less than 3 months to cut. Depending on how much weight you gained during that bulk, you're still gonna be kind of soft during the summer. And this is just my personal experience and the way I would do it now. If you're gonna bulk, if you're gonna take that time and actually call it a bulk, which I probably wouldn't even use that term, but go through a muscle building process, go through a muscle building phase, I would go slightly above my baseline calories, like you're doing right now. You seem to be pretty stagnant. You're probably at the baseline. Go up just a little bit. You're asking me about supplements and shit too in your question. I wouldn't definitely don't take any of the weight gainer supplements at GNC, Vitamin Shop, or Vitamin World. That shit is pure sugar and is bound to put lots of fat on you. I don't care how much of a hard gainer you are, don't take that shit. I took it when I was in high school, and I think it gave me, I think I was pre-diabetic, and I was like losing my mind and shit. I got real fat and stupid by there was this big black bucket, and I think it was like 5,000 calories a freaking scoop. It was ridiculous, and I would drink that shit while I was eating dinner. I gained a lot of weight, but I was really fat for quite some time. I wouldn't advise you to do that, man. I'd say work on gaining a little bit of muscle. I think, and I've perpetuated this idea before because I never distinguished between muscle and weight gain, but to gain muscle is like a lengthy fucking process. It takes a lot of hard work to gain 5 pounds of pure muscle. Not just weight. Anybody can gain weight, right? Take some creatine and eat piles of rice. You'll gain weight, right? And if you're a football player and that's what you need to do, then great. That's what I used to tell my athletes to do. But if you're trying to look lean next summer, don't go crazy right now. Do not go nuts with the calories. Just slightly above what you're doing right now, maybe 200, 300 calories. This whole idea of calorie counting is, I don't want to say new to me, but I've never really played with it too much because it seems so damn tedious and annoying. But I've got to admit that it works. It's like, you know, the same way I had to admit that slow cardio works, I got to admit that counting calorie fucking works. Pay attention to your calories, bro. Know what you're doing. Log them. Use that little app that I use called MyFitnessPal. Or if you have an iPhone, you can use fitday.com. Track them and just go slightly above. Continue to train in the hypertrophy rep ranges, and I think that's going to be more important than anything, is that your training is bodybuilding based. It sounds strange because, you know, isn't everything that we're doing bodybuilding? Well, not necessarily. We could be strength training or we could be bodybuilding. And if you're bodybuilding, that means that you're going 8 to 12 rep range, rest intervals really, really short. Don't worry about how much weight you're lifting. Worry about the time under tension with the muscle. Work a good bodybuilding split. I think any program that you follow is gonna be good, but be diligent that it's a muscle building program, not so much a strength building or a cutting program, obviously, during the winter. That's it, I'm starting to ramble. Talk to you next time. Yo, Elliot.